It's 12:32. So hi, everybody. This is the 18th of March, and this is our director check-in. So I'd love to hear, first and foremost, let's talk about the $39 kit and how we're using that and how your teams are using that, what you're doing with them to get some energy around it. Have you given them a goal, a team goal or anything like that? So who would like to start? I think we have somebody typing here. Is anybody doing anything with their teams?
I'll fess up that I have not done anything with my teams, but I just saw, I think it was Stacy Itzel, and she had somebody on with her FaceTime and had a good idea about posting anytime, like to challenge your team to just ask, and anytime that they do that, their name goes in an entry. So I was gonna kind of try to piggyback on that and see if I can post something and get some interest going.
Good, good, excellent. Yeah, because we have about basically 12 days left. So enough time to connect, engage, and find out which kid is the right one. Hey, Randy, how you doing?
Hello.
Hey, Lisa. So we're talking about the $39 kit. Have you challenged your team or done anything with your team that has engaged them?
I haven't done any challenge, but I'm proud for the challenge. There's a girl under Sue Moulton, a director, Jen Mitchell. I think she has her 9th or 10th recruit.
Really?
I mean, she is just on fire.
And what is she doing, Randy?
She just said that she's just asking people, like all of her past hosts, and she said, I mean, I'm just mentioning it, and I am just, and then Joanne has like 8 of them. Wow. So I think Joanne has 3 or 4 at least people that came back. Okay. So there's so many of them if we would reach out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Kay. And
hello.
Who is 419553? Let's rename you.
It's me, Nancy. Megan.
Megan, okay. Let me rename so I know who that is. Okay. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. How about anybody else? That sounds great, Randy. Let's, if you can text her and ask her words she's using or something specific she's doing to get so much energy.
Okay. I wanted to do that for my newsletter anyway, so yeah.
Good, good. Excellent. Sharon or Kay, have you given your, or Megan, have you given your teams any challenges for the $39 kit or done anything around the $39 kit?
Since February 28th, we have recruited 7 team-wide, and we just had an opportunity event last Thursday, and we recruited 2 off there.
Good, 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 good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't make a challenge. I did reach out to 80 past consultants.
Wow.
But just through an email blast, and it's not an effective way to do it. I think it means pick up the phone and talk to them and invite them back personally would be more effective. I've heard back from 1 out of 80. I mean, that's not too good of numbers, I would say.
Right. So
phone.
How about texting them or personal messaging them?
Yeah. Something
more personal.
More specific, yep.
Yeah. Because a lot of people, if they're not engaged with a business, they're not even reading their emails.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I thought it was kind of cool. Karen Hagan did this little thing on her team Facebook page.
Mhm.
And she just said the $39 is cheaper than, and so her team is starting to all respond. Cheaper than filling my car, cheaper than going for a haircut, cheaper than a meal out.
Oh, an engagement
And
post.
I think that is helping people see that it is inexpensive and we should be putting it out there.
Well, and it really is an engagement starter because most people will still go with the higher kit, but it's something that it's a conversation starter. That, oh my gosh, we're offering this very special deal. And I mean, personally, I don't even talk about what they're offering. I'm not excited about what they're offering for the $39. Okay. But I'm not a microwave cooker. So that, I mean, it's not that I don't cook it in there at all. I tend to not cook in the microwave. So, but it's the conversation starter because most people, unless they've done it before or they have a lot of Pampered Chef stuff, they're going to go for the bigger kit anyway. But it really, we just came off a Chairman's Circle and they did say something like this is really for the consultants more so than the new recruit because it gets us actively engaging with people about signing up.
So then that means that any kit this month would get the 2 different bonuses?
Any kit would get.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yes, any kit. So it really is a phenomenal opportunity all the way around. And what we have found is that when we engage in March, April, May, then they have business for the summer. And we know that there's business in the winter, but it gets them going for the summer. So, because they've had recruits. And we really need to jump into the virtual show. If we have not done that a lot with your team, you really need to do it. 40% of our business that's coming in from the company is through virtual. So really, I mean, I know everybody got scared the other day when Facebook shut down, but it wasn't just us. So it wasn't all of us that got in jail. Okay. But,
I was worried about that. Yeah.
Yeah. But we really do need, it is of people engaging. In fact, someone just asked me about a text show. You guys hear about that? That there's a new thing being started called a text show where you load things up and set things up through texting. And I said, okay, all right. Well, that way people don't have to be on Facebook. They're not on Facebook jail. There's no energy there, and people do read their texts. So, has anybody, have you heard of the text show? And can you share anything about it?
Initial reports that I've heard is that they're not being very successful, but there's probably a learning curve for that too, and people will tweak them.
Right.
Makes sense though that everybody does answer the text.
Yes. Let me read. I had a personal message that from Marion Malone. It says, text party. Here's how it works. I text you an intro message with a graphic and create your shopping link. You send me the message. You send the message to 10 to 20 friends. This first message gives them the option to opt out, while those who reply opt in will receive the rest. You'll send those friends and opt in 3 more messages. You'll send those friends who opt in 3 more messages that I provide throughout the day. Collect 200 plus in orders and you have a party. At the end of the party, collect your hostess rewards. So that's, yeah. So it's just 3 times a day. And you can text videos too. So, and you can go live on your text, just do a little video of yourself and you can do that. Laura, have you heard any buzz about it yet? No? Okay.
Oh, no. Mm-mm. I'm not sure. That's a weird one to me right now.
Okay. Okay. Well, think about it. We look at our text. We look at our text. We look at our text. We can hit that link and go right to the party and order. Pretty darn easy. So I don't know. It's, to me, that sounds really like if you make up a little collage of different products to text people, you know, Chopping Success. What else could we do? Bake It Easy, you know, with like Fallon and Rich are here with the kids. Well, not at the moment, as you can tell. They're going through my other house, picking all the stuff that they want, so they're having a ball. But she got very excited about the waffle maker. She got very excited. So I've shown it to her, but I just gave it to her, so she's all pleased about that. Who else did I want to ask? Marie or Laura, have you done any kind of contests or any challenges for your team with around the $39 kit?
I put on the Just Ask, same as Kristen Moringa suggested. I love the idea of rewarding them with a raffle ticket for just asking somebody and being accountable to just share. So you can either do Just Ask or Just Share. I'm hoping it's going to pick up more momentum, especially with the future director group, Nancy Joe, so for the next segment. But yeah. I don't know. I think you're rewarding action versus results, which is at the beginning, right?
Right. Yeah. If you get the action, you'll get results, you know, because the belief brings the action to the results, which feeds your belief even more. So that triangle or circle.
Right.
Right.
You know, and then I think I'll do another challenge before the week is out. I sent my own customer connection email with some verbiage in there about the $39 kit. It never hurts to have that in front of them. So that would be another action thing to challenge them on.
Right. Well, and it's also the rewards this month for that, for qualifying within their 30 days is huge. So it's really a win-win, right? Okay. So what else is going on in your teams that is either working or that you're challenged by?
Nancy, can I share?
Sure, please.
Since February, since 2 conferences ago, I have set the goal to be advanced director, and I have not got there yet. And now, since of the $39 kit, I've got 2 of my consultants that went from senior consultants to almost directors by the end of the month.
Yay!
So as long as everything falls out the way it's supposed to, it should be conquered by April 1st.
Nice. Conquered and exceeded, right?
Exactly.
Nice. Very nice. That's awesome, Megan. That's awesome. Congratulations.
And that's been a working progress of just constantly working with your team and constantly helping them succeed, and then you succeed.
That's right. Help enough people do well. It was Zig Ziglar, and it will absolutely help you succeed. Kim, you're new to the call. Did you do any, and Melinda Klein, did you do any kind of challenge with your team with the $39 kit?
I did a challenge where I had, and I'm going to do it again this week. It was a big ask challenge.
I love that.
Amy Gibson had given me an image of a zebra, and it said big ask on like the rear of it.
Uh-huh.
So I had them share screenshots of conversations that they were having with people about the $39 kit.
Oh.
And every time they shared a screenshot, I put their name into a drawing for a $10 Starbucks gift card. So I did that yesterday.
Okay.
And that generated a lot. And then what I learned from Kristen Weiranger was I have a cash Weiranger. Is that how you say it?
Wearing.
Weiranger. She had a, what I did was I took a mason jar and put a little ribbon around it. And for everyone that recruited, I put $2 in the mason jar.
Okay.
So if you recruited, your name went in there and $2, and then your name could go in there multiple times depending on how many people you recruit.
Uh-huh.
And then I did the drawing yesterday for that. We had, I think, $36 in there, but I drew my own name.
Oh!
Because I had added a lot of people. So if I draw my own name, it rolls over. So it's rolled over twice. So the next drawing will be when we get back from Hawaii. So I'll do it then. So it's just building and building and building. So they're like freaking out over that. They want that cash. You know, it's just costing me $2, but they are all over it. They love it.
That's
And
awesome.
Kim, that's for each person they recruit?
Yeah, each person they recruit, $2 goes into the cash pot, and then I do it for myself, and then their name goes in each time they recruit.
Okay.
So that's how she explained that she was trying to promote fast-paced recruiting on her team to grow quickly. I feel like that's been the missing link for me, is fast-paced recruiting and getting that momentum going really fast. So that's why I'm spending a lot of time this month with this $39 kit, trying to keep the pace as moving as quickly as we can.
And so are you drawing like every 10 days or every week?
Well, for the jar, I just did that once a month. That's been going on since January.
Okay.
For the Starbucks gift card, I did that Friday, and I'm promoting that. I'm doing it again this Friday because I'm sharing word choices with them. They just don't know what to say when they get somebody that's interested.
Mm-hmm.
So if they send me a screenshot, I'm typing in what to say next. So if the team is sharing the words, you know, if I'm sharing it, if they're seeing it on the team page, it may help them with some words to say.
Oh, sure. That everybody grows. Great idea. Great.
So it's working. We're up to 14.
Nice. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Who else wants to share what they're doing around that? And you can also go in with bookings and shows. And has anybody tried the Squee that I talked about last week? Or looked at it even?
Something I'm doing with my team, Nancy Jo, I basically told them that our ratio of people active and people not active is not good. And I told them, I said, you know, I know you didn't join Pamper Chef to fail, and you guys aren't doing home parties. So if you're sitting home on Facebook, you need to be doing Facebook parties. So I've got a couple of them fired up and taking out ScentShare. And I've shared my template and my little notes that I use and all that with our team page. And I even told them, I said, I'll set your first party up with you and do it with you. So I think I'll probably have some more active people on my team next month, I hope.
Great, great.
Now, but this $39 kit, I cannot get a bite for nothing. And I have told, I don't know how many people, I don't know what's going on, but I have about 26 people thinking about it.
Okay.
And when I check back in, I'll let you know. And I've laid it out, you know, $39. I set up your first party. You get a paycheck. You get an apron. You get free products. You get like $1,000 for your $39. I mean, I can't make it any more easy and simple, and I'm doing it for you basically than I have. And
how, Lisa, how exactly did you come up with the $1,000?
Well, it was $140 worth of kit products and paperwork for the $39.
Uh-huh.
And then once they submit their $12.50 in sales, they get the $250 in PC dollars.
Okay.
Plus they get their original $100 in PC dollars. And then their paycheck would be $287.50. And let's see.
Isn't part of the 250 part of the 100? Isn't it? Yeah. So it's not an extra 100. Yeah.
I thought it was.
Oh yeah.
I thought they got the I thought they got the 100 we get anyway for every $12.50
Yes,
in your 90.
They do. They do.
So they get
Yeah.
$350?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can get 50 for their first 500 and extra 150 when they do 1250. That's the joining bonus for March.
Right.
But they still get normal PC rewards. So it's $300 PC rewards
Really?
in the first month if they sell 1250.
Okay.
Correct? Is that how you understand it, Lisa?
That's how I took it.
Yeah. They've gone over this several times because people keep asking the question on the director loop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's 300 total? If
Yep.
it's 1250?
It'd be 350.
I don't think it's 350.
Yeah, because it's 250 for their sign on and then another 100 for their regular.
Isn't it 50 and 150? It's 50 and 200 for the sign in?
I thought it was 50 and then another 200.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
Yeah, so it'd be
I'm wrong.
350.
I love to be wrong.
It's
the good of
50,
the, good of the
it's 50
consultant.
for your
Yay.
first 500, and then 200 when you hit the 1250 more.
Okay.
And then every 1250 after that, it's another 100.
Right.
Right.
So it's 250 to start with,
Yeah.
Right.
first 1250.
Yeah. The fine print in the flyer has it.
Yeah. And then you go 100 after that. So it's 250, not 350 or 300. It's 250.
No.
No, this
No,
says,
you're
I'm looking at the flyer. and it
It's
talks
50
about-
and then 200.
Mm-hmm. In addition to regular Pampered Chef dollars that they earn during their first 90 days. In addition.
Okay. All right.
So they get to double.
These with their commission and what you were just saying.
Okay. So
A
you're
lot.
saying 250 plus another 100? Okay. 250. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But I don't know where I do with my other $160.5.
Could it have been like where you're looking at?
Maybe they did a show themselves. Were you counting that, the value of the product?
That's what it was. I
Okay.
think it is. Yeah, let me look. Got it all figured out.
The products were worth $87.
If they have a show of them themselves, they get free product.
Yeah, so that would be another
Opening.
$265. So it was,
I didn't realize this was offered for all the kids. I thought it was just a $39 kit.
yeah, I come up with with their $250 cash at PCs for qualifying, and then another $100 because they did $12.50, plus their paycheck, plus their $140 in products and paperwork, plus the free money they're going to get in products by having their own party. It was $1,042.50 for $39.
Okay.
Is that right?
Okay.
Is that right or no?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah, 1,042.
For $39.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still thinking it's 50 plus 200.
Yeah, I am too, Nance. If you read here, it says when you submit a total of $12.50 in your first 30 days, you'll earn additional $200. You'll qualify for an additional $100 every $12.50 in commissionable sales you submit.
Yeah.
In your first 90 days.
Right. So the $200 is your first $12.50.
The 50 and then another 200 is your first 1250.
Is it?
In addition,
Are you guys reading the fine print? I don't have
Yeah.
a flyer with me.
Even the asterisks, it looks like it's the $250 in your first 30 days for your $12.50. The
Yeah.
green piggy bank one picture.
yeah. Yeah,
Well,
'cause
that's pretty
level
bad if
one-
we all can't figure it out.
Yeah, it does sound like it's just the 250.
Yeah, it says they can earn up to $250 to spend on products of their choice, thanks to 2 earning levels that celebrate their early successes and keep them motivated.
Mhm.
So $942.50 for $39.
Still a great deal. I mean,
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah,
Just wish I could get people to want to do it.
yeah. Well, we still have 12 days left. We still have.
Plus their free apron. I mean, gosh, who don't want a Disney apron? I'd sign up for that.
There you go.
I even posted on Facebook, where's my Disney lovers? And I mean, people are just me. And I'm like, you can get this cute apron for $39 plus $942.50.
Try that apron on. So let's put some words to that. And you can try that apron on either virtually or live, and you can see if it's a great fit. Definitely.
Lisa, are you sharing your virtual stats with those people too? I think
Well, my virtual stats are all over the place.
I think that's the whole, what, who said it? Was it Love? One's going to flop, one's going to drop, 2 are going to pop, or whatever it is. I just had a downline girl sign, and in 7 days, she submitted 1,700 in sales from 3 virtual parties. So that's the kind of stuff you need to share. Like my new consultants are earning X amount of dollars.
Yeah, I just told my team, let me find that real quick. Got too many screens up here. Because I told my team, we were talking about virtual parties to them, or I was talking to virtual parties for them. And I'm like, you guys need to be doing virtual parties. And they're like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, hang on, let me find my paper real quick. That's it right here, maybe. Yeah. I told them, I said, I told them one's going to pop, one's going to flop, all that stuff. And I told them, I said, just in, let me find it here. Oh, here we go. I said in January, because of my Facebook parties only, I added $2,300 in sales to my sales that month. And I said in February, with virtual parties only, I added $1,176 in sales. So far this month, I've already added $877.20, which is more than that because I just turned in another $261 a while ago. And they were just like, oh my gosh. I said, yeah, if I hadn't had any virtual parties that month, my sales would have been $2,300 less, $1,100 less, $1,000 less. And I said, guys, you're on Facebook all the time anyway. Why don't you throw it out there? Yeah, some of them barely qualify. Some of them don't qualify, but then you have one that's $1,200. I mean, it's the icing on the cake. Who don't like icing?
And my team is the same way, Lisa. I've got some that are jumping on it, and I just keep sharing. Like last week, I earned $240 playing on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm not even telling them my sales. I'm telling them what I earned.
Yeah.
They're like, what? I'm like, I'm playing on Facebook.
Yeah, that's why when people ask me, because I always let them ask me questions about my job for 2 tickets, and they'll say, well, how many hours a week do you work? And I said, well, I can't really point that or pin that down, because I said when I'm working, I've got Facebook pulled up and I'm watching Bold and Beautiful. I mean, I can't. It's like I'm not really working. I mean, I'm throwing packets together and sending an email, but I'm playing on Facebook and I'm watching TV. And so I said, I'm not really like, I said, I never shut my office door and work 8 to 5 with no interruptions. I said, I don't have to do that with this job.
Right.
Lisa, can I share something I think that helped my team that I think intimidated them?
Yeah.
Okay, so they were really intimidated by having to come up with a template and all that stuff. And
I shared.
Yeah. Well, what I found was my new consultants were having to learn a lot of new stuff, and Post My Party or ScentShare, even though it's really easy, they were very intimidated by that. So what I did was I set up a mock party group for our team. And all they have to do is go to that mock party group and copy and paste using Facebook Scheduler. And that's when they started doing it.
Okay. And I sent my whole SenseShare template that I do for a party, and then I even sent my my out, because I have to the side an outline where like one post will say I have in parentheses change host name, so I can personalize each one, or change the monthly special, or change the date, or whatever. And have that all, and I sent that to him too. I even sent him the little things that I message my host every night, just little things for her to do each night, and they're even marked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I mean, I've done everything for them except putting it in their computer. I mean, they've got it.
So the mock party
me
group
too.
really helped with my team. It helped. And I introduced it at a team meeting and said, okay, guys, here it is. All you've got to do is copy and paste, schedule it in Facebook Messenger or Facebook Scheduler. And then the people that really took off with it, then I would introduce most of my party. Okay, if you're running 2 or 3 a week, let me show you this. You want to make it easier. And if you want this, then I'll share the template for you. Then all you got to do is schedule. That helps a lot. I don't know, because copy and paste sounds easy. I mean, I don't know, but that seemed to help when I did the mock party. And they're like every month, like, when's the new mock party going on? And it's helped a whole lot. I mean, if you want to try that, that might help.
Yeah, I'll try it. Thanks.
What I do for my team is I make an outline every month for them. I'm making one for myself anyways, because that's what I do, is basically Facebook parties. So I just share it with them, and then my new recruits that come in, I don't care if they're off my team or under me, it doesn't matter. I do the first 2 parties for them so they can sit back and observe.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you, Kim, for sharing. That was worth, like I said, worth the call. But you know what I like about that? I just got to share. Do you remember that dead duck analogy out of, I don't know if it was John Maxwell book or Tracy book, about how people need to do stuff themselves, the value. This is giving them the outline, the fact that you put them in and they had to copy and paste. You gave it to them, but they still had to go there and get it and look at it and do it. And you made it easy and duplicatable. I have one more question. Was your template a 5-day show, 3-day show? Like, what are you?
This is what I do. So they set up the group on Friday. This is how I teach them. You set up your group on Friday. Earlier in the week, you provide your host with an invitation where she's inviting people to be part of the group. So they set up the group on Friday. The host adds the people that said, yes, add me to the group on Friday. And on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we just play games for 3 days. That's it. Just to get them used to commenting and having fun. It's just goofy stuff. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, half day on Thursday are post. And then they finish up ordering Thursday night and Friday. And then that's how we're doing it. And it seems to be working. I don't think, whatever's working for your team, I know people that do shorter days, longer days. That seems to be working for us right now until something changes, and then I'll tweak it again.
So then you close on Friday? I'm sorry, I was writing.
Well, that's the plan, but we all know that they tend to drag through the weekend.
Okay.
So, you got to play it by ear a little bit.
Okay.
And what I did with my team is I actually told them that I was creating this pilot program for them, and that each one of them had to get like 4 shows to get into the pilot program. And then basically I have a group where I start off with, this is what you do on post 1, post 2, and in the whole group I have all your host coaching. I'm doing SenseShare, so I'm having them sign up into SenseShare, and then I've got my outline in there for them. 6 people, of course, sign up and got shows. Only 2 of them actually completed it this week. We're all kind of doing it together. So I've got to kind of follow up with the other 4. But the first 2 were just bombarding me with questions, and they were very confused with SenseShare, even though it's pretty simple. But one of the girls, she's like, okay, I finally figured this out. I love it. I'm going to keep with it. The one guy was 75 years old, and I had to create a Facebook for him a couple of days ago, so it was a challenge for him. But it was fun. So that's kind of what I did with mine.
Awesome. Isn't that cool? You gave somebody that's 75 something that they could do for themselves. That's pretty cool. Now we can say 18 to 75. Right?
Yep.
Good. Yeah, I think that, like I said, with 40% of our sales coming from virtual, I think whether we want to or not, we have to engage. We have to get our teams engaging. A ton of recruiting is coming through there. And there's so many different platforms, the Squee, the Facebook, now the text party is new, the Facebook scheduler. And Kim, were you putting that when you were telling about the Facebook scheduler, were you putting that in a unit on Facebook, a training unit, or were you just doing it as all the posts?
Oops. Okay. So I use Post My Party
Okay.
to put all the posts into the mock party.
Okay.
So I post it that way. But you're talking about from me teaching them how to use Facebook Scheduler?
Yes.
Okay. So that comes after they get shows on the calendar. So we do the Strong Start call immediately, and their job is to get shows on the calendar. Then the next step is for us to walk them through that. I have started setting up units. I wasn't able to be on the call last week, but I really like that. So I did short videos.
Okay.
Showing them how to create a party. You know, I know it's in PCU, but you know, so I've done short videos with units on our organization page, and now that's what I'm directing them to is, okay, now that you've got this part done, here's the next part. Watch this and set it up. Here's the next part. Watch it and set it up for that just-in-time training.
Right. And do you have the units with like up to 10 things in there, like for beginners?
No. I'm building it now, but it's much shorter.
Much shorter. Okay.
Yeah, much shorter.
Okay.
Like yesterday after church, I still look nice, so I did a welcome video in both of my virtual parties, and then uploaded one to YouTube and posted that in a unit to show them an example of a welcome video.
Okay.
So I'm working on that this week, adding other elements to it.
Great. We don't have to change our clothes in between, do we?
Nah.
Okay. All right. We've got just a couple more minutes. Anybody else want to share that's working for them this month? And I know many of you are going to Hawaii. So what are you doing to make sure your calendar is still strong, even though you're leaving for some of you a week to 2 weeks?
I probably have the weakest schedule, but I've got shows booked for when I come back, and I've got a couple shows booked, or a show booked for before I leave, and just making sure that none of those shows cancel, to be in close connections with them.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm out for 2 weeks, and then there's Easter, so
Yeah.
it's like you got to do as much as you can before you leave town. So
Right.
that's all there is to it. I mean, I would love to be green before I'm in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So
Well, and I think that doing some virtual over that time is really, really smart, and getting, because people are going to be seeing people over the holidays and on spring break, so they can have a little more time to, be Facebooking people and messaging people. So my goal is to have 3 or 4 virtual set up for while I'm gone, so that I can touch base with them, and at the same time, get all my friends to tell me what they would say. Right? right? Since I'm going to be with all my buddies there, right? Awesome. Awesome. And how many of you are going to Hawaii? Let's see, Kim and Amy Sue and Sherry and Laura and Lisa, Marie, Melinda, I can't see you. And how many are going to Scottsdale? Glenda, you're going to Hawaii, right?
I'm going to Hawaii. Oh, yeah, Hawaii.
Yeah, good. Oh, and Megan, you're going to Scottsdale or Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Good, good. All right. Okay, well, listen, you guys have a great week. Thank you for your sharing. While we are in Hawaii, hopefully we'll be able to connect up. So just to let you know, there will be a couple of Mondays that we won't, well, I should say at least one Monday that we won't have this call. Actually, 2 Mondays we won't have this call, but we're on for next week, and let's bring it home. I want to hear all kinds of success stories about the $39 kit, things you do this week that made a difference in your business with your team. Okay. Lots of people going for directorship this month. So let's hear about those success stories, okay? And thank you for all of you that have shared, and have an awesome week.
You too.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.